Hi, beading friends. It's Kristen here with another episode of Free Spirit Beading. I missed you all last week. I wasn't feeling very well. So pardon, it was sort of last minute that I wasn't live because I wasn't feeling good. So feeling better today. I'm still coughing a little bit, but all in all, a lot better. Hey, Marisol. Hi, Gail. Hope you are all feeling well out there and staying healthy. Happy Free Spirit Beading Monday. So what do we got going on over at Softlex Company? We've got a closeout sale. Lydia's out at a restaurant. Yeah, you'll have to join us later on a replay. Marisol, I haven't made anything yet. I still have it next to me. This beautiful mushroom pendant. It's nearby in my little must make next set pile of stuff. I actually wasn't crazy. I mean, even though I've been home sick for a week, I really had no desire to do anything. I didn't have my screen time on my phone was down like 40%. I had no desire to go online. I had no desire to create. I just was out of it. So I just spent a lot of time snuggled up on my couch binge watching shows and just allowing myself to wallow. Marisol was looking for me last Monday. I know. Oh, I know. It was sort of like I got sick on Friday, felt better on Saturday, then felt worse on Sunday, and I was out of work. Well, I actually did work a little, that's maybe the blessing or the curse from working at home, right? I actually did work a little bit on Monday and Tuesday. I put in about 6 hours between the 2 days, but I was not camera ready. By Wednesday, I was back. I did, Marisol. I watched the whole thing. It was so good. Marisol says, did you see the new series Wednesday on Netflix? I loved it. Did you watch it? Oh, I loved it. I thought it was really good. Hi, Sherry. Gail says, such a pretty necklace and earrings you were wearing today. Thank you. I'm wearing the mistletoe earrings that we made together a few weeks ago. I think we sold out because these wooden pop-outs went on closeout for our closeout sale. That's what's happening at softflexcompany.com right now until tomorrow, Tuesday, December 13th at midnight Pacific time. You'll get up to 55% off on closeouts because we moved a bunch of new things to the closeout section. There was like 200 or something products when we launched it on Tuesday, and then everything is put on sale. Then you get an extra 10% off. That ends tomorrow. So really great deals. The wooden pop-outs were in the closeout, and I think we sold out of all of them. But the sparkly bead that I have in my ear, I think that was on the Lava Falls bead strand, which is now in the closeout section. So you can grab that. And my necklace, I call this my little gumdrop necklace. It's a check glass. We had a check glass Christmas mix a few years ago, and I made this necklace with that mix. I think I made two different styles, and these have these little gumdroppy shaped beads on the bottom. And it's a cute design. The wire runs down the side here, goes through the big bead, loops around with these little drops, and then comes back actually. So it goes in, let me go this way, goes in the big bead, loops around, and then comes back out the other side. And that's how, Lava Falls is in closeout. And I'm going to be using the Lava Falls bead mix, which is also in closeout today, along with some of our new little Christmas charms, which are super duper cute. Marisol says she watched it too. She loves that Christina Ricci was in it. Yep. And it's a Tim Burton movie. Yeah, like she was in when she was younger. Oh, Lorraine made something like that a few years ago. Ooh, Heidi's got the new kits. Lightning fast. Yeah, our shipping is lightning fast. They work really hard to get your orders out as quick as possible. If you place an order before noon Pacific time, you generally will have your order out in the mail to you within a day or so. We say 1 to 3 days is our window, but it tends to happen on the quicker side of things. So pretty exciting. So our newest kit, I don't know if this is the one you're talking about, Heidi, but our newest kit is the Make-A-Wish kit. And this, Sarah will reveal this one at the end of December. I think it's December 28th at 3 p.m. Pacific time. If you order this kit before the reveal day, or maybe even on the reveal day, so up until the 28th, we're going to donate 10% of all of the proceeds to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So pretty sweet way to end out the year with another kit donation. This will be our third one for this year that we did that. And we love that we were able to support some really fantastic organizations this year with your help. So this is our Make-A-Wish kit. It's our monthly mystery kit. We're about 55% sold out on these. So there's still quite a few left. So grab your kit if you haven't yet. They're really fun to give as gifts because they come just like this. And I cannot give you a tiny peek, Terry, but I can show you some of the coordinating items that we brought in to the shop. So let me switch down to my hand cam here. There's a little preview of what we're going to be making. So our kits come all nice and cutely wrapped like this. They make perfect gifts for yourself or for someone else. You can throw in their stocking if you have a creative person in your life, or maybe you've got a friend you bead with. You can send them a kit and you get a kit, and then you can make together, either in person, or you can do it over video, go on FaceTime or something. Sarah's done that with me. We've done that for the Great Bead Extravaganza a couple of times where we've gotten the kit and then we FaceTimed while we're watching the shows. This is the Make-A-Wish bead strand. So this is a coordinating bead strand. It's not included in the kit, but it gives you a hint as to some of the colors that you may find and things you might find in that kit. This is a gorgeous strand. They've got these beautiful, like smoky blue, almost like snowflake type of looking beads here. 3 of those. You've got these super sparkly rhinestone beads right there. 2 of those. And then these are like lampwork beads. They are fantastic. I didn't realize this looking at the picture until it came to me in the mail. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize there's like 2 gorgeous lampwork beads on here. And then another super sparkly blue rhinestone bead on either end. And a couple of frames too. There's these 2 frames, these triangle frames, and then these 2 bead frames right here. So those are always kind of different and fun. Gorgeous strand. Really, really pretty. So you can grab this one now along with the Make-A-Wish kit. We also put up some fun, small little, I think these are 4mm fire polish strands in this beautiful matte blue, super shiny silver, and then this white that has a little bit of a half of an AB coating on it. So those are new also. And we also have this sweet little check glass strand that we put up. Really fun. Like a table cut, a sliced check glass, shiny on the top and bottom, and then has a sort of frosted finish on the sides. So there's just some newbies. And then I also wanted to share, I've got some of these are on closeout. So the Lava Falls is on closeout. This one is the, what's this one called? Water Spout. That's the water spout strand. And then this one is the Perfectly Pale strand. That was one that we introduced earlier this year. So these are on closeout. I think they're like, they're 10% off whatever you see as the sale price right now until tomorrow. So you see a sale price and then you'll get an extra 10% off of that. And these are great. These strands are great to make ornaments with. So if you're following along with our marathon, let me just put that up here. We're doing a Softlex Holiday Crafting Marathon over in the VIB studio, 25 days of do-it-yourself jewelry and decor ideas. And today is the 12th, so it's make a beaded icicle. That's your prompt. You can do any of these prompts at any time and share them in the VIB group with the hashtag Merry Beading, and you'll be entered to win one of our $25 Softlex store credits we're going to be giving away. We're going to choose 10 winners randomly on January 4th. So if you haven't got a chance to participate yet, you still have plenty of time now until the end of the month here to play along. And today's is make a beaded icicle. And I have a couple here that I made in the years past, and those bead strands are perfect. So you could use the whole strand or you can use part of the strand. I tend to use probably like 3/4 of them, I think. And there's one in red. There's one I've done with this purple and yellow and gold strand. There's one I've done in the green. And if you want the tutorial on how to do these, you can check out our blog today. This week, I posted our weekly blog with a video to make a pair of icicle earrings. And then I also shared in the VIB studio group on the prompt a few different videos for making the ornament as well as the earring. And you can go to our YouTube channel and just search icicle and you'll see all of those ones pop up. So they're great to use these kind of strands for. So that, I mean, they kind of just create themselves right from the strand here. You can make smaller ones. Maybe you make 2 out of 1 strand, or like sometimes I do kind of like 3/4 of a strand. And then I have a few left over that I can use for another one. And speaking of closeouts, all of these are on sale too. These are from the Pantone collection, the Water Spout, the Caramel Cafe. This was the Midnight that we made our necklace with a few weeks back. And then the Lava Falls is the one I've got on my beading table today. And let me just show you that necklace I'm talking about. So this was done with the Midnight bead mix. Isn't that gorgeous? Ah, I love it. Let's see. Marisol says those sliced check glass are like winter blue gummy gumdrops. They are like little gumdrops. Oh, it was the midwinter. Yes, I have to talk about that one too. Heidi says it was the midwinter cozy mountain kit she got. So that one, That one is our kit for the Great Bead Extravaganza, the midwinter event. So that will be the weekend of January, I think 13th and 14th. And we are about 70% sold out, I think, on these. So these don't have too many of these left. We'll be making with this particular kit during the Great Bead Extravaganza. And that one was called the Cozy Mountain Retreat. I'm excited to create with you all on that one. All right, so let's talk about our charming jewelry for today. So we have these adorable enamel charms. They're called Sweet and Petite holiday charms. Look at all of these different styles. So cute. And they come in a little package like this. So you'll get 8 of the same style in one package, depending on which one you choose. You can buy them singly, as in like one single package, or you can buy our bundle, which gives you all of the packages and all. So you get 8 of each style in that bundle. And you get a 30% discount if you buy them all together. So since I'm totally a moon lover, I'm going to be playing with this little Santa moon today. But you could also, and I'm sticking with just the one charm, but you can do this in the same design with multiple charms if you wanted to. Or choose a different charm if there's a different one that's calling to you. I love the stocking too. I think the stocking's so cute. Sweet Santa, mitten, little snowman at end is broomstick, and reindeer. These would be great little wine charms too, wouldn't they, for the holiday? Like they would be such a cute little wine charm set. If you're going to someone's house for the holiday, that would be a sweet little hostess gift. So for this project, I've got the Lava Falls bead mix, and I pulled out these little baubles because I thought they looked like little ornaments. So I'm pulling those out of that. And I'm also taking the chain that comes in that bead mix and using that to attach my little charms and ornament to. And you can make this a necklace. I think I'm going to do a bracelet, but you can do a necklace too if you wanted to. Hey, Sarah. Did you guys catch Sarah and a bunch of our friends on Friday for the ornament making party? I don't know if I'm going to use this or not, but I thought this little 4mm matte strand of fire polish beads was a nice addition. So I pulled that out too, just in case. I've got one pack of my little charms. I've got a couple of 2x2mm gold-filled crimped tubes. I've got this sweet little toggle clasp. I think this one's called Annie's or Anne's. It's like a tiny one. And then I've got some jump rings. I'm using oval jump rings because I think the oval shape works really well on here. And I've got some gold head pins. And lastly, I've got some red coral Softlex beading wire that I will be using for the end pieces to make a connection with. Oh yeah, and I have this on my table. If you guys haven't seen this yet, we've got this great little Christmas bundle, which comes with a spool of garnet, which is like a really pretty deep red color. 4 different fire polish check glass beads, and some Christmas tree charms. And these are all bundled together, so you'll get a little discount when you buy the bundle versus buying them all separately. So go check that out too. Sarah says, that was fun. It's worth a replay if you missed it. Yeah, you can check the replay out on the Softflex Company YouTube channel. You can also find it on our Facebook page, and it was also linked in our email today. So if you get our emails, you can find the link there. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is going to create another little dangle for my bracelet, because I'm doing a charm, a dangle, and a charm. And I cut the end here so that I only have a little piece that has a little loop left. So I already snipped that on this side. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I added my first little charm. And then I've got 6 in between. So I've got 6 here. And then I added my little bauble. And then I've got 6 more. And then I added another charm. And then I'm going to count 6 more and do the little bauble. So to do the dangle, you're going to take your head pin and just slide it down on your bead. And the tools I'll be using today, I have a pair of chain nose pliers. I have a pair of round nose pliers. I have a pair of bent nose pliers. And I have a pair of cutters. Lorena says we wouldn't get them in time right now. Well, it depends on where you live, Lorena, because we do ship out our packages really quickly. So depending on your location, we would be shipping from California, Sonoma, California. Yeah, the charms would look great on a chainmail bracelet. Totally. So I'm going to take my chain nose pliers and just bend it to the right. Then I'm going to pick up my round nose pliers and take my wire up and around that top. And then I just change the direction of holding my plier so that I can get the wire to go below, just like so. Make myself my loop. And then I'm just going to put it back into my pliers to hold it and then wrap around. You could use another plier to pull your wire, or you can use your fingers like I am. Oh, I love the moon. Rose says every night when she walks outside, the first thing I do is look for the moon. It's always so magical in all of its little stages. So there we have our little dangle. So I'm going to take one of my jump rings, slide it onto there, and then I'll just hold it with my chain nose pliers while I count. I'm going to count 6 from the last charm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'll slide it right on the next one there. Pick up my bent nose or another pair of chain nose, and then close your jump ring. And then I'm also just going to take my seam part and flip it to the back. And now I'm going to add one more of the little Santa charms. Oh, Sarah, you inspired. You were inspiring to bring out the jig and make 2 more ornaments. I haven't even made any ornaments yet this year, but I pulled out some of the ones I made last year with the jig. Remember when we did all of these retro style ornaments last year? These were all done on the jig, creating that shape and then decorated with beads on the center. Love, love, love. I think Sarah showed a Christmas tree on Friday, and then she also did a bell recently. As well. There's just so many shapes you can do, and the jig makes it really easy. So now I'm going to add one of the charms. So I'm just going to take my charm, put it on a jump ring, and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then go to the next one in between. Close my jump ring. Whoop. And then take the seam of the jump ring and push it to the back. And let's see, that might be it. Let me see how many I have left on the end here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would give me the same. Let me just figure out if this is going to fit my wrist. Yeah, so I'm gonna do 8 and then cut. So it's got the same number of little chain pieces on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I just dropped it. 1, 2, 8. So I'm going to cut out this one here. I'm just going to come in with my cutters and trim that. And then you should be able to get this little leftover piece out. I might have to cut out this little loop here. Okay, and so now you'll see on the end, if you can see that, there is a little hole that I can use to attach a little end piece. So to make my attachments, I'm actually going to use beading wire because I tried to just put a little jump ring in there and the hole is way too tiny. So instead, I'm just going to make a little beading wire connection. So I'm going to cut a piece of soft flex beading wire. This is medium and this is the red coral color, but any of our red colors would look lovely. And I'm just going to slide that through. Grab one of my crimp tubes. And you could do this a couple different ways. You can make it a round connection like a jump ring. But I think I'm going to make like a little bow tie connection. So I'm going to go up that crimp so it makes a loop. And then I'm going to add 1/2 of my toggle. I usually choose the longer strand just because that will make it easy to feed back in. And pull that down. And I've got like a little bow tie. Hope is asking about cutters. I always use these. These are our, I forgot what we call these, but they're kind of a heavy duty pair of cutters. They're great for my beading wire and my craft wire. And yeah, I've been using them for a while now. We do sell them at Softlex Company. I can't think of the name at the moment. My brain's not quite functioning. So now I just make sure my little loops are similar in size. And then I'm going to bring in my crimping pliers. I'm using the magical crimping pliers. And I'll just make that first ravioli, then put it back in 90 degrees, opposite of where I had it the first time. Squeeze again. And then I'll rotate it around a few times. And what that will create is this nice little beaded crimp. They are a flush cutter. I think we might call them like heavy duty flush cutter or something like that. And there we've got our little attachment to our clasp. Precision strength, that's what we call them. Precision strength. Okay, cute. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing on the other side to add the other end of the toggle. Take a piece of Softlex beading wire, feed it in through the little hole at the end of the chain. Use your crimp tubes. Feed up through the crimp tube to make that loop. And then pick up the other end of your clasp, slide it onto your wire, and then feed that wire back down the crimp. And then I just adjust my little loops so they are similar in size. The lifelong quest for satisfactory flush cutter. Yeah, I know. We used to sell a professional Softlex cutter that was just amazing. But unfortunately, the manufacturing got to be so expensive that it just no longer was a viable option for us to sell. So we've been selling this one for a long time too. So I just switched to using this one, and it's a really good cutter. Now I just need to trim off my ends. You want to get your flush side close to your crimp. And now you've got that connection. And I'm going to try and put this on. with the hopes I didn't make it too big because I'm notorious for making my bracelets big. Although if I have to refix it, it's not that big a deal to change it on this design because I can just cut off. I can just cut off one more little thing on each side or one side. But look at how nice that connects. And I did make it a little bit too big, of course. But big is better than smaller in this case because I can fix it. So there's my charm bracelet. I was thinking that it could be really cute as a 2-strand too, if I did a 1 strand of just beads and attach that to the toggle clasp also. Don't you think that would be cute? I think that would be cute. I also think you could do it as a necklace pretty easily if you wanted to, instead of a bracelet, have this be the front of your necklace and then just bead up the back or add some chain up the back. That could be great too. So now let's use, we've got 2 left of these little red beads, and I've got a bunch of these charms left. So maybe I'll just make a sweet little pair of earrings. If I thought about it, I could have done something with these for the earrings too. That could be kind of cute. I think right now the only way I could make that work is if I did just like 2 little ones. I don't know if that would be good enough. So I think instead, I think I'll just grab some beading wire. And make a little beaded earring. Maybe I'll do a crimp on the bottom and a crimp on the top, or I can do, let's think about this. Could do something like that and add more beads and have the little guy in the middle. Yeah, I don't have a little Christmas charm bracelet in my Christmas jewelry repertoire. So that was sort of why I was like, I'm going to do a bracelet because I have quite a few Christmas necklaces. Let's crimp here. We'll make a cute pair of earrings to match. I think, oh yeah, I do. In this little mix, we've got 2 little tiny gold spacer beads too. Maybe on the top. Okay, so you see I crimped that loop going kind of front to back. This one I have to crimp going side to side so that I can attach it to my ear wire. Excuse me. I just decorated my house on Saturday. I feel so late this year. Being sick really kind of threw me. I didn't want to do anything. And so finally on Saturday, we ended up decorating, and then I was wiped out on Sunday because of it. Just like, oh man. So now it finally feels like Christmas is coming at my house. Oh gosh, do you do that? I do that all the time. I always put it on backwards. Even if I try and be thoughtful about it, I, for some reason, always tend to put them on backwards. So let's see if I go this way. There we go. And there we just have a sweet little matching earring. Cute. So you know I love the little Santa moon, but which one is your favorite? The snowman, the mitten, the stocking, the Santa, or the reindeer? Or do you just love all of them? Thank you, Susie. I'm probably going to have to trim off a few more pieces of chain on either side. Probably because when you make that connection to that little beaded wire connection on the end, it does give a little bit extra space that I wasn't anticipating. All of them. Rose says all. Brenda says all of them. They're all fun, all of them, but partial to the snowman, says Lori. Yeah. They're all so cute. I know. That's why it's great to get the little bundle. So you get 30% off of buying all of them, and you have all of the charms to play with. I think this would be really cute too if you just wanted to do a different charm in each spot. Then you would have the ability to make 8 of these little fun charm bracelets. I could give it to someone. I have a pretty big wrist already though, so I bet you it's I think my wrist tends to be on the larger side of things. Let's see. So yeah, we're just about 8 inches. And I'm probably closer to, like, for a toggle clasp, 7.5 would probably be ideal for me. So by cutting off a little chain on each side, I'll just remake it. That's what we do. It's a good thing we know how, right? It's a good thing we know how. We know how to fix all of our little jewelry making things. And that's it for me today. So glad to be back. Happy to be feeling better. I hope you're all doing well out there and you stay healthy this holiday season. And Are you all little maker elves out there making sorts of gifts and ornaments and all sorts of goodies? I made some cookies yesterday. I love making cookies this time of year. And yesterday I finally was like, I took all the tins out, on Saturday. So I was like, I'm going to make some cookies so I could put cookies in my tins. Well, I only made a batch. So what was that? Maybe like 24 cookies, something like that. And everyone in my house ate them all up. So they never made it into any of the tins. So now I got to make more cookies. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Yes. My necklace I have on is from we had like a check glass Christmas bead mix a few years ago. And that's what this one's from. Really fun little design. Cookies start next week. I know I probably started a little too soon. Thanks so much for being here with me today. Make sure to go check out softflexcompany.com and see everything we've got going on in the closeout section. And if you are a little maker this time of year, check out the Marython going on over in the Softflex VIB studio. That way you can join the fun, use that hashtag Beading, and be entered to win one of our $25 Softflex store credits that we plan to give out in the beginning of January. All right, everybody. Happy holidays. Thanks for joining me today. And I will see you again next Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific time for a new episode of Free Spirit Beading. Be well.